Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching OreSuki episode 4. So, last episode, man, why can't I remember the guy's name? Anyway, he, pretty much got messed over. He went to the library to go see, the girl. The one who likes him. After, I think it was like a week. And that's when his friend and the other two girls show up. And they start going on. Well, he starts going on about what is he doing there. And does he actually like her and all this and that. And he's like, no. But nobody's believing him. The other two girls are bad-mouthing him because they still feel like he screwed them over. Then he kind of snaps, goes into what he normally is, like what he's normally like, and pretty much starts getting them to feel bad for what they're saying about him. Until the girl he likes, mentions that mentions the fact that he was going to help them both out and then try to be with the one who got rejected. And she also brought something else up, but I can't remember what it was. That got him punched by his friend. And then they leave. Then he spends the most of the episode getting bullied and picked on for what happened because, of course, news spread. And then I believe the girl asks him to come to the library, which he does. And basically, she has something set up. She said when he was getting carried out of the library to trust in her or believe in her. While he's at the library, she asks him to grab some book from a shelf. So he goes over there to get it. And as he's over there, his friend walks in. Turns out he's been going to the library every day to talk to her. I mean, we know why. And she asks him, after a little while of talking, why he set him up like that. Because he knew that he would be there, I guess. Brought the two girls knowing that. Basically set up that whole situation so that they would hate him. And basically just screwed him over. And it was all because in middle school, he says that he lost to him. Kind of the same situation that was happening now. This girl that his friend liked ended up liking the main character and then asked for his help to try to start a relationship with him. And now he felt like it was the best chance for him to basically get even. Turns out that she knows everything about what's going on. Not just with the main character, but with the friend, with all the girls, with everybody. And she brings up the fact that even though he was helping the two girls, he was still thinking of him and actually asked her to go out with him. Which she said no, obviously. So right now, she's setting it up because, as she said earlier, to the main character to trust in her, she's doing this with him there so that he can hear what was actually going on. The one thing he really got mad at, because obviously his friend knew that the two girls really liked him, because I mean they were being pretty obvious about it. And he just used them to get his revenge on his friend. He got mad at him for that. Not really for what he was... Like, he was mad at what he was doing to him, but he was more mad at how he made the two girls feel. We also found out how the one girl ended up liking him, which was the same baseball game that everybody went to. She fell in love with him when, after the game, she saw him waiting at the north exit with a bunch of his friend's favorite, like, food, snack, whatever it was, just waiting for him. He kind of remembered that, but doesn't remember her. It wasn't until later on in the episode, but get to that in a second. Once he leaves, you hear her say, okay, you can come out now. And these two, they just show their legs, but the two people walk out. And it turns out it's the two girls. She had them there too to hear everything that was going on. And then they apologize to the main character. And the friend actually went in front of the class and apologized to all of them and told them what happened. The class had pretty much stopped picking on him by then anyway. Again, word travels fast. And then later on, he and the girl are hanging out at the library. He said he wasn't going to come again. Well, maybe not show up, but he did. And he's kind of telling her what was going on. And she was kind of surprised that he didn't recognize her, because she's been trying to get him to recognize who she is, and tells him to close his eyes, and she starts working on her shirt. Basically, she unbuttoned her shirt and took her glasses off, and when he opened his eyes, he realized that this was the girl that he saw in front of the stadium, because he said a girl came up and started talking to him, but all he really noticed was she had big boobs. And she ended up being the girl, but he still goes on saying, you know, I still hate you, and she doesn't care. So despite my bad explanation on what happened last episode, it was a good episode. And now I'm looking forward to see what they're up to now. I'm going to have to start writing down names to characters, since I've pretty much got a good idea on what shows are staying and which ones are going. As you all know, I've already dropped 3. Those would be Hokago Saikoro Club, Choyoyu, and We Never Learn. And there'll be probably a couple more dropped by next week. Anyway, let's get into this episode. Also, I got popcorn, so don't mind me as I eat that while I watch. Video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.